let's talk a little hoops, Olympic ball.
Man.
LeBron, Steph, KD, too much for the rest of the world.
Let's be honest. Who's the real alpha male out there?
Well, LeBron. LeBron's the alpha. LeBron is the alpha. Steph saved them in 3 games.
Oh my God.
Heroic feat.
Those shots that he was making
it
were
was
unbelievable.
It was Infinity Stone. It was the Power Stone, the Mind Stone.
If you guys didn't think Steph Curry was
Soul
real,
Stone, those
if you
guys
didn't think he was real, he's proven that.
Yeah, those guys were the Avengers. Like, obviously, the eye test shows you that probably Steph should have won the MVP. Braun in the first early games was the man. KD was a perfect sprinkle.
Braun is Braun, though.
So, the one question that I have, first things first, Steve Kerr is probably never coaching the Olympics again.
No, they came out with that information today.
Oh, today?
Like he might. They're saying there's a slim chance of.
I'll put money. I'll put the house that he never.
Listen,
he's never coaches that Olympics team again.
I saw a lot of
Just
people.
Mismanaged.
A lot of people were mad at the Tatum situation.
Well, because there were opportunities where Tatum would have been more athletic than a lot of guys from other countries who didn't play.
I get it. Tatum wasn't playing well though, so he needs to use that as a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah.
Him and JB.
Yeah. It's a tough. Listen, if both of them use the chips on the shoulder that they got from Olympic basketball, they're winning the next 4 chips.
So are we saying that Boston Celtics are going to win next year?
Listen, the one thing I'll say right now is Boston was by far I'm saying it every podcast I could say it on. They were the best team in the league by far. Ended up winning the chip easily. Was it 4-1?
Yep, and now they got Porzingis to come back and reestablish himself as maybe the best third option in the league.
And they're motivated, as you just said. Like, now they got chips on their shoulder for everybody that for Jaylen Brown being snuffed for not even being invited.
Disrespect.
Not even invited.
For Derek White, bro? He
was the Eastern Finals MVP. He was the Finals MVP. He won an NBA championship and didn't get invited to the Olympic team. Jason Tatum just won his first championship.
They keep on moving the goalpost on him.
And listen, there's a clear campaign. I'll say this 100%. There's a lot of people that don't like Jason Tatum. There are a lot of people. I think
Boston in general, because they also don't like Jaylen Brown either.
Boston's just weird like that. Boston's kind of like France to me in certain extents, but if you get it, you get it, right?
Yeah.
But the one thing I'll say, the one takeaway I'll take away from that, and we'll talk about Team Canada too, because we definitely have to talk. I was a little disappointed with them.
Of course.
I don't see the future in Olympic basketball for the U.S. Like, I don't see, like, after, because this is going to be the last one for LeBron, last one for Steph, and last one for KD. Steph might come back because this is his first, but those two for sure. Who do you have faith in in 2028?
Well, I wish they would have played them more. I wish they would have played more Booker. They would have got.
See, Booker in the last game was he in the first
he knew
quarter
the
and a half.
He knew the assignment,
bro. He had the assignment. He understood it and he
you
dealt with it properly. Shout out to Book.
I don't know if they're developing the team.
Yeah,
that's the issue. You got to get these young guys minutes. You got to find minutes for them.
Like, I know how it's going to be Hallie's team. You know it's going to be Tatum's team if he wants to come back.
Right. And a lot of guys might not come back. I heard Anthony Edwards say,
well, Embiid throughout the whole tournament was just like, I could have played for Cameroon. I could have played for France.
Disappointing. Played for Cameroon,
who
dog.
Knows? Giannis called him out, and honestly, from the moment Giannis called him out, I seen a different demeanor in Embiid. Like he was like almost second guessing himself. Like he wasn't. Embiid played good to you the whole time.
He didn't play the dominant,
Embiid.
The dominant basketball that we're used to. I mean, in some games he took over and did his thing.
I feel like guilt was on this guy. Like, I want to put that on him, but
it was
just
shame.
like,
it's not guilt. It's shame.
There we go. I like
you
that.
should have been playing for Cameroon.
Yeah, Cameroon. Yeah. That's what Giannis is like. I'm playing for Greece, bro.
And you saw how South Sudan did their thing.
Yeah.
Shout out to them.
Help build up. Yeah, and you can see he just wanted the goal. He doesn't hate. What has he won since he's been in the NBA? What has he won? An MVP.
Yeah, he got an MVP.
You right? So
I mean,
you could tell selfish moves into certain individual. You know what I mean? I don't want to put that on him too much, but actions speak louder than your words, and I'll just say that. Team Canada. Anything else on the U.S. before we off them?
Not really. Like I just, as you said, I don't know where their future lies. I don't know who comes in and coaches. I don't know who revamps the program, because if you lose a lot of these players now, like, you're gonna get B and C grade talent.
Like,
I think one of the best players.
Who's the coach and who's the dog?
That's what I'm saying.
Other than Ant.
And yo, shout out to Drew Holiday, just because he doesn't get the proper respect he deserves. And Drew Holiday, if you guys know anything about basketball, everybody hates when he defends them. He's a dog, and he
clutch buckets when
is the reason
buckets.
Boston went through.
Yeah,
he's also the reason why
literally
Milwaukee Bucks went through.
Yeah,
so let's be honest. Shout out to Drew Holiday.
Big Drew Holiday fan. Been from jump, from rip.
That's a fact.
Okay, so we also have Olympic soccer, men's Olympic soccer. Team Canada basketball. We'll stay there for a second.
Yeah.
Very disappointing. Maybe it was misguided expectations because of how well they did in the championships last summer, beating the U.S. in overtime. To win the bronze there. Which ultimately sprung this Olympic team that they have now, where they were pissed off. But I feel like with all the NBA players that we have and the roster we have, how we don't get a bronze even.
We don't have a big man. We don't have a big man, and
so we're saying we're waiting for Edey.
They exploited us. Edey got hurt and he didn't want to play for the team, is what I heard.
Yeah.
Maybe because he's going to his first season, he wants to be in shape and whatnot.
I get it. He got 4 years. He's young.
If our big man is, what's the guy from the Raptors?
Birch? Olynyk?
Yeah, Kelly Olynyk is our big man. It's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
When you're facing Embiid, when you're facing Wemby and Gobert, like teams like that, like
the athletic
that
teams are gonna kill us. Or when you're playing Jokic, like we're getting like we can outrun them, but the moment they get to the half court and slow the game down. Shea?
Murray.
Oh, Jamal,
Jamal Murray was not very great.
Nah.
Shea was holding it down.
And you can tell he's a big. Like if we can get him a big where he can run off that pick and roll at the way that he plays at Denver.
Yeah.
I think we have a different game. Shea wasn't the Shea from the tournament either. Like,
it's hard.
Dylan Brooks wasn't the same Dylan Brooks. So I think in that tournament where we had full squad, US wasn't the best US team.
Right.
All the other teams didn't have all their best players. We kind of stood out, in the championships. In the basketball championships last year, but this year when everybody is where they're supposed to be and the cream rises to the top, it's a tough pill to swallow, but it does look like we are, maybe 2028 is our Olympics to get through. We get Edey, we may get Shaden Sharp, we may have a couple more athletic bodies that can kind of help the team.